Today I'm doing a review and unboxing on my latest purchase for my Mac. For those who didn't read the title of the video, I'm doing it on the Logitech MX Keys. This is something I've been debating buying for probably about 3 or 4 months. Mainly because of the price. It's not the cheapest keyboard that's out there. But I really wanted one. I keep seeing loads of videos saying how good it is, and now they'll never go back to any other style keyboard. Now they've tried this. So I wanted one. I'll do a little review and unboxing on it. I'll tell you what I think, all the sort of pros and cons about it, and if I really think it's worth the £100 price point that it's at. Yeah, you heard that right. It's £100 for a keyboard. So it better be worth it. So let's just get it open because I'm dying to see how good this thing really is. So it comes well packed in quite a stylish little box. It's pretty heavy, I will say that. It's a neat glossy box it's come in. It tells you all about all the features on the back. I'm sure you already know what it does and won't bother reading it, because I'm pretty sure you wouldn't have just paid £100 not knowing what this thing can do. But let's have a little look. Comes in a neat box. It's got all the connection points on there of how you can connect it. So if you don't know, you can connect this up to 3 different devices or 3 different computers at the same time. I will say that's a lot heavier than I was expecting. So straight out of the box, you've got the keyboard. There's the little USB device there. Little dongle. Is that it? I'm sure there's cables or something. Oh yeah. Got the little box with the charge cable, which is USB-C, so that's good. And then just the manuals inside, which I won't be reading. Yeah, that's it for the box. Comes with the keyboard, the cable, the instructions, and the little dongle. Right, let's get this out of the way. Cool, it does look nice. Button key press is pretty good. There's a good bit of travel on it. It's comfortable. I'm going to enjoy this. Hitting it hard, it's solid. It doesn't twist, doesn't bend. Not that I'm trying to break it because I don't want to push it too hard, but it feels very, very nice. I've done a review a little while ago on a cheap Mac alternative for keyboard and mouse. Been using it non-stop, but that was very flexible. If I pushed in the middle, the whole thing did bend, whereas this is solid. So, the one I've got, this is the one that's just for Mac. You can get these that work with Mac and a Windows computer. The reason I got the Mac one was purely because I'm only going to be using this on my Mac. I'm not using it on my Windows computer. And that's because I use that purely for gaming. I don't do anything else on it, just game. Yes, I'm a geek. Some of the things that led me to buy this particular keyboard, one was because you compare it up to 3 devices, and on the keyboard you can literally toggle it between 1, 2 and 3. Using a little control key, you can literally tab across and that will go to each system you're using. So I can use one keyboard for 3 devices. The battery life on this, they say, can last up to 5 months, but that's only if you don't have the backlight on the keys. Because of course it's a wireless Bluetooth keyboard, doesn't have a cable. If the battery does die, you can plug it in, charge it, and still use it while it's charging. So you'll literally get no downtime if the battery dies. So I think having that wireless and wired option is good. Could have given you a longer cable though, because that's not really going to wrap around far. Design wise, straight away I can tell I'm going to love this. It feels so comfortable to type on. Very smooth, the buttons feel good. And as for design, I genuinely don't think there's a nicer looking keyboard out there. I think this looks so smart. Another thing I really like is the backlight on it. I know it will last longer if I turn the backlight off on the keys, but personally, even if I only get a couple of months charge having the backlight on, I'm still going to have the backlight on. I just like having backlit keys. It's definitely not a keyboard though that I'm going to say is all pros. Granted, I know there's a lot of them, and there's a lot more that I haven't gone into. I'm not doing a long in-depth video, I'm just literally just going over the few things that I really like about the keyboard. I will say it would have been nice if there was a tilt option with this, because how this is designed, it does have a permanent tilt. Personally, I quite like the tilt that it's set at. It feels comfortable, it feels nice. I think some people, you might like it totally flat or a bit higher. If they'd have had little legs that you could adjust on the bottom, I think that could have been a good option. I think it would have been pretty easy for Logitech just to put a couple of legs at the bottom, just so you can adjust it. For all you guys who like RGB lighting on their keyboards, this isn't an RGB backlit keyboard. The only colour options available on this is white and white and white. You just get white. Something else just to point out, because I know this is the Mac one, so the keys look as they do like this. If you did get the MX keys that's compatible with Mac and Windows, something just to point out, this one I've got here, as I said, it's just for the Mac only. It's not the Mac and Windows model. Personally, I would say if you're looking to get this keyboard just for a Mac, then honestly, I would just say, just get the Mac one. Main reason being, now this is purely personal opinion, I just think the keys are a bit crowded on the Mac and Windows keyboard. So the command key that you use on Mac literally just says command. For the Windows one, it's split. You've got command and alt. So it's just split, and it just seems a little bit crowded to me, but that is just my opinion. There's a lot of other keys that it splits as well, but that's just one example. So if you have no intention of using it on a Windows one, then there's really no need to get the Windows and Mac keyboard. But of course, if you're going to use it on a Windows computer as well, then yeah, you're going to need to get the Windows and Mac one. So let's see if it's got any charge. Right, turn it on. Green light's on at the top. Number one is flashing. So let's go to the Mac and we'll try and connect it. Now I've not looked at any instructions or downloaded anything. This is literally straight out of the box to connect it. So we'll load up Bluetooth on the Mac. We'll search for devices. And yep, straight away there, MX Keys. Click on that. Connect. Connect in. Bang, and it's popped up. So what we then want to do is we'll punch in that code 765082. Did that work? Oh yeah, that's it. And we're on, I think. This is a test. Yeah, it works perfect. That is a nice keyboard. Heavy keyboard, but nice keyboard. Well, I suppose if it was too light, when you were typing, it would slip around everywhere, whereas that's not going nowhere. So I've got this connected up now to my MacBook Pro. If I had another Mac device, I can connect that via Bluetooth, or if the Mac device I was using didn't have Bluetooth, I've got a dongle, so you could stick that in, I don't know, an old MacBook or something like that, and then I could just toggle between my MacBook Pro, the other Mac, etc. And I can do it up to 3 devices at once. That's pretty cool. To be fair, this is a keyboard that's supposed to improve your productivity and things like that, which yeah, granted it will. If you're toggling between different machines, I think that's the main time when you really get an improvement. Another cool thing I like about the keyboard is there's a little sensor within the keys. So when you bring your hand up to the keyboard, the backlit of the keys will come on. Then after a little while, your hand's not being there, the light goes off. I think that's a cool little touch just to save battery life. So I don't know if you can see it on there, but the moment the keys are off, if I bring my hand up to the keyboard, keys come on. I think that's pretty cool. Maybe it's that sort of technology is why they charge 100 quid for a keyboard. In general though, it is just a keyboard. It's just a very posh, expensive, stylish looking keyboard. Now if you just got yourself one of these keyboards, tell me what's made you buy one. Or if you're thinking about getting one, let me know what's drawing you to getting one and spending £100 on it. Because I'm sure it's not been an easy decision, as it wasn't for me. I personally really like it. It looks good, doesn't feel like it's going to break. It's comfortable, it does what I want it to do. Definite yes from me. Price though, way too expensive. If you're looking to get into the Logitech MX range and you haven't got any of them yet, I'd definitely be recommending the Logitech MX Master 3 mouse. This thing, however, is amazing. Not that this isn't at all, but if you're looking to get started, these both come in at £100. This was definitely a £100 better spend. I have done a review on this already. I'll put a link to that above. Check it out because I've gone into a lot of detail on this one. This is an amazing mouse. It's got a lot of little cool features. It's got some like magnetic scroll that's all silent. It's got a side scroll, another side button there. And yet again, you can work with 3 different devices at the same time as well. Just like this. Now I'm not taking anything away from the keyboard. The keyboard is definitely great. I just think if you're getting started, if you're going to spend £100 to get into the MX range, then I'd say get the mouse first. But I hope you enjoyed the video. I just thought I'd share with you some of my pros and cons. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up. And if you're new to the channel and enjoyed the video, don't forget to hit the subscribe button below. I do these sort of videos weekly. And of course, don't forget to hit the bell because then you'll be notified when the next one goes live. As always, take care guys, and I'll see you in the next one.